And you mentioned about your station, and what is the name of your show you're on in your local Florida station?
It's called Deco Drive, and it's a local entertainment show where I interview celebrities, go to red carpets,
Yes.
talk about local events. Like the segment that's going to air today was a segment where I went out to the Miami Marlins, the baseball team here, and I tried out for the team.
Ooh. How'd that
So
go?
I think a lot of people know me from my YouTube interviews. And obviously, I'm a passionate, lifelong wrestling fan, but I'm also a professional broadcaster.
Yes. Yes, you
and
are.
I've been in broadcasting for 15 years, and that's kind of actually what led into me being able to do the interviews, have the access, and have the YouTube channel that I have now.
Nice. Well, so good to Deco Drive. Great, a very unique name because you wouldn't have that name over here. But and you mentioned
only in Miami.
Yeah, only in Miami. The best, the best place for beaches and bikini ladies. So yeah, best place to be to go on holiday. But you mentioned about going to red carpets and you get to interview fantastic celebrities. And my question for you now is, who has been your favorite celebrity to interview so far for Deco Drive?
So it was someone that was on my list for a long time.
Let me guess. Let's say maybe an eyebrow raising guy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, grew up being a wrestling fan. The Attitude Era meant so much to me. I was 15, 16, 17 years old during the height of the Attitude Era. So, The Rock meant a lot to me. And I think The Rock's charisma and his personality really shaped who I became in those formidable years. So I was walking around my high school raising the people's eyebrow, yelling, "It doesn't matter," at anybody and everybody who would listen to me. So The Rock was always at the top of my list, and Rock does a lot of interviews because he promotes a lot of movies.
Yes, he's in a lot of movies. The biggest movie star in the world, I think, isn't he?
It's certainly arguably, yeah. I mean, so the fact that he was on my list, he was doing a lot of press, and I just was like, I think this is going to happen one day. And he was doing promotion for like G.I. Joe. He was doing promotion for Fast and Furious, and I wasn't getting him. And I was like, I wonder if this isn't going to happen now. And then it finally happened actually in a wrestling setting. It happened backstage, Monday Night Raw. He was promoting his match with Cena, WrestleMania 28 in Cleveland. He was promoting it. And I'm like, this is the best of all worlds. I get to talk to The Rock. I get to talk to The Rock in a wrestling scenario.
Yeah.
And he's everything you'd want him to be.
Yes.
He's charismatic. He's fun. He's funny. He makes you feel special. And it's good. That's a real celebrity trait for someone to take time out of their day, take 2-3 seconds, 2-3 minutes, whatever it happens to be, and make you feel special. That's something I'll never forget. Now I've interviewed The Rock 9 times. Not that I'm counting or anything.
I'm sure he is. And I bet he's got like loads of selfies with him on this wall somewhere in this house as
Only
well.
Only one.
Only one. It means he does. It means he doesn't admit he has. At least he's got one. Okay, I see. But apart from The Rock, who else has been your favorite to interview for Deco Drive or your YouTube channel?
After I got The Rock, the next on my list was Tom Cruise, and I've always heard so many great things about him. He, would arguably be one of the other big movie stars in the world. Like,
absolutely.
It's such a different way how we watch movies now. We watch them more for like the story or the plot rather than the actors, like we used to 10, 20, 30 years ago. So it was just like The Rock. Best case scenario possible. I interviewed Tom Cruise in Paris on the red carpet for Mission Impossible 6 in the shadow of the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, wow. That's a good shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, and
he
was so gracious and so nice and so kind. And I loved that movie too. So the next on my list, because you got to keep pressing forward. You got to keep making these specific goals for yourself. I always say vague goals get vague results. So if I were to be like, hey, I want to interview, just a big star, that's very vague. So my next goal is Vince McMahon.
Yes.
That's the next one I want to do an interview with. And I don't know. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm going to keep putting it out there and keep hoping it happens.